Aha? You think this is just another random speech? Nah, this one's about you. Yeah, you. Someone said your name out loud, and the room went silent. They're talking, whispering, arguing, fighting over you. Why? Because you're different. Because you're dangerous when you finally wake up. Oh, they can't stand the idea that you might see through their lies. Every second you breathe freely, they panic. Every choice you make that's yours, they lose control. You don't even know it yet, but your silence, your mind, your presence, it threatens them. You know what's wild? They pretend to laugh at you, but deep down, they're scared. Scared that one day you'll stop doubting yourself. Scared that one day you'll realize who you really are. Yeah, I'm not saying this for hype. I'm saying this because it's truth. This is not just another story, it's your turning point. So don't you dare scroll away now. Stay till the end, because once you hear this, once you feel this, you'll never think the same again. And before we start, shout out to you. Yes, you are watching this right now. You made it here. You pressed play. You showed up. That means something. You're part of the few who still listen, who still question, who still feel. Respect for that. They said your name like it was a weapon. You didn't even hear it, did you? The way they whispered it in the shadows. The way they argued about what you are, what you could become. Oh, you still think this is just talk. You think the noise is harmless. You think no one's watching, but they are. And they're not just watching, they're fighting over you. Every move you make, every silence you keep, every step you take that doesn't fit their design, it drives them mad. They can't stand it. The fact that you might wake up, because if you wake up, they lose. You see, there's something about you that unsettles the ones who live by control. It's not your looks, not your strength, not your voice. It's the thing you don't even see in yourself, that fire that refuses to bow down. That quiet power that doesn't scream for attention, but shakes the room just by standing still. Yeah, they feel it, and they hate it, because it reminds them of everything they've lost. Truth, courage, meaning, you still have it, and they want it gone. They'll try to bury it, under comfort, under fear, under opinions that aren't yours. They'll give you a mask, then convince you it's your face. They'll say, be like them. But you were never meant to be like them. You were meant to see what they can't bear to see, how small their control really is. Oh, they'll laugh at you, call you strange, call you broken, call you wrong. But remember, laughter is just the sound of fear wearing a fake smile. Every insult, every lie, every whisper behind your back, it's proof. They see something dangerous in you, something they can't buy, something they can't predict. And here's the brutal truth. They're not fighting each other for your sake. They're fighting to decide who gets to own your mind. One side wants you numb, quiet, scrolling, sleeping through your potential. The other side wants you burning, but not for truth, for pride, anger, chaos. Both want you distracted. Both want you divided. Both want you too confused to realize the most important fact of all. You are not their game piece. Oh, wow. Right? That thought hits different, because if you're not theirs, If you don't belong to their control, then you're free to choose. But freedom isn't peace, it's war. A war inside you, between who they made you and who you really are. Between the noise they built around you and the voice that refuses to die inside you. You feel it, don't you? That pressure in your chest, that whisper that says there's more. That's not a weakness. That's the real you, knocking, demanding to be let out. Every day you ignore it, it grows louder. Every time you silence it, it sharpens. Until one day, you can't look in the mirror without feeling the fight staring back at you. And when that day comes, because that's when you stop chasing approval and start demanding respect. That's when you stop apologizing for existing and start walking with purpose. That's when they realize, oh no, they can't control you anymore. And that's when the real battle begins. Not every smile means peace. Some are painted to hide the war behind the teeth. You asked, who are they? Huh? You really want to know? Fine. But once you see them, you can't unsee them. They're not the monsters in stories or the villains in masks. No, they're sharper than that. They blend. They smile. They clap for you when you fall, pretending it's applause. They tell you they care while measuring how much control they still have. Yeah, they wear smiles like armor, bright on the outside, cold underneath. These are the voices that whisper. Don't think too much. Don't question. Don't stand out. They come dressed as friends, mentors, heroes. They sound kind. They sound wise. But their kindness ends where your awareness begins. The moment you start seeing through them, everything changes. Suddenly you're the problem. Suddenly you're too much. Suddenly you're different. Nah, you're not different, you're just awake. They don't want to wake. Awake people don't follow. Awake people don't kneel to opinions. Awake people can't be tricked by illusions of comfort and fame. Awake people see through the lies that dress like truth. And that's dangerous. To them, that's chaos. You're chaos to their order, the order that feeds on silence. They've been studying you since you were silent enough to mold. They know what triggers you, what flatters you, what distracts you. They don't care who you become, as long as it's something they can predict. They'll hand you fake crowns, fake success, fake validation. Oh wow, the way they wrap chains in compliments. Genius, isn't it? They make the cage look like a stage. They make the leash look like luxury. You see, it's not about money or fame, it's about obedience. They fight over who gets to write your story, who gets to decide when you rise, when you rest, when you break. Every time you say it doesn't matter, they win. Every time you say I can't change it, they smile. Because that's what they want. A world of people too tired to question, too busy to think, too scared to act. But let's make one thing clear. You're not their experiment. You're not their project. You're the storm they didn't see coming. The silence they thought was defeat is the breath before the strike. Because deep down, they know you have something they never will. Direction. You move with purpose even when you doubt it. You carry meaning even when you feel lost. That's why they fight over you, not for you. They fight because your existence reminds them they've already lost their own fight within. They'll throw distractions, lies, temptations, anything to make you forget who you are. But you can't fight what you don't understand. And the first step to breaking their hold is to see how deep their game goes. Because it doesn't stop here. It goes darker, deeper, quieter. It reaches into everything. What you see, what you hear, what you think. The easiest way to trap someone is not with walls. It's with beliefs they never question. So, what have they done to you? Oh wow, you really want the truth? They didn't just fight over you, they built inside you. Quietly, patiently, they shaped your thoughts while you were too distracted to notice. They turned doubt into habit. They made comparison feel normal. They taught you to measure your worth through the eyes of others. You didn't see the bars going up, but they did. They were counting on that. Every screen, every headline, every trend, all designed to pull a string in your mind, not to inform you, to shape you, to make you choose what they would have chosen for you. And here's the cruel part. They made you believe it was your choice. Nah, it wasn't. It was a setup. Every time you followed a voice that told you you're not enough, they tightened the lock. Every time you chased their approval, they smiled, because it meant the cage was working. And the cage isn't metal. It's a thought. It's built with invisible rules that say, don't question this, don't go there, don't think that. But the moment you do question it, the cage trembles. Oh wow, that's the sound they fear most, the sound of your mind thinking freely. That's the crack in their system. That's where their control starts to bleed. See, they don't need to stop you physically. They only need to make you stop yourself. They feed you doubt like medicine. They call fear safety. They name weakness peace. They even dress cowardice as kindness. It's brilliant, really. They flip the meanings of words so that truth feels like rebellion. And anyone who dares to wake up gets labeled as trouble. But here's the twist. They didn't see coming. You're starting to see it. That faint discomfort inside you, that quiet question, why do I feel trapped when I'm free? That's the sign. That's the first spark. And once it lights up, there's no going back. Because truth doesn't whisper forever. It starts to roar. And once it roars, silence breaks. They told you to be like everyone else, to fit in, to blend. But deep down, you know something's wrong with that. If everyone thinks the same, then no one's really thinking. If everyone follows the same road, then where's the freedom? That's what they don't want you to ask. Because if you start walking your own path, others will follow. And that's what breaks their design. One awakened mind at a time. Oh wow. It's not just about them anymore. It's about what they built through you. You've been carrying their noise for so long, you started mistaking it for your own voice. But it's time to separate them. Time to see what's really yours and what was planted to control you. The loudest battles are never fought with fists. They're fought in silence. So, how do you fight without losing yourself? Oh wow, that's the question, isn't it? The kind that hits harder than any weapon. Because this war, it isn't out there. It's not in the streets or the screens. It's inside. Deep, quiet, constant. The war between your real voice and the one they planted. Between the truth you feel and the noise they feed. And it's brutal. Not because it's loud, but because it's disguised as normal. They'll tell you to stay calm, to go with the flow. But the flow is poisoned. The flow is designed to drown you slowly, so you forget what standing even feels like. Yeah? Nah, that's not peace. That's surrender. And you weren't made to surrender, you were made to see, to think, to choose. But every choice has a cost, doesn't it? That's what scares most people. The cost. Because when you start fighting for your mind, you start losing comfort. The fake kind. The kind that comes from doing what everyone else does. You start losing the things that kept you asleep. The approval. The easy smiles. The false sense of safety. And the moment you lose that, they'll come for you with sharper words. You've changed. You're too serious. You think too much. Oh wow, the irony. They'll shame you for using the very mind they told you to have. But here's the truth. They never mention, change always looks wrong to the ones who refuse to grow. Growth threatens those who live off your stillness. And once you stop standing in their line, they'll call you lost just because you're not following their map. Don't fall for that. Every great awakening begins with being misunderstood. Every strong mind walks through a season of loneliness before finding its strength. And that's where your war becomes personal. You start to see what's real. You start hearing your thoughts clearly again, the raw ones, the ones that hurt but heal. You start noticing the difference between what feeds you and what drains you. You start realizing that peace isn't silence, it's clarity. It's the ability to stand in the middle of noise and not lose your direction. Oh wow, that's power. The kind that doesn't shout, but stands. The kind that doesn't need to prove, but simply is. That's the victory they can't take. Because when you master your mind, you cut the strings. Their control fades. Their tricks stop working. You stop reacting and start responding. You stop following and start leading. Yeah, that's when they panic. Because you no longer belong to their confusion. You walk through it, clear-eyed, calm, certain. The war doesn't end, but it stops owning you. And once that happens, once your mind belongs to truth again, something unexpected awakens inside you, something they tried so hard to erase. Purpose doesn't shout. It whispers, then tests if you're listening. So, your mind is free now. The noise is still there, but quieter. You can finally hear what was buried underneath all that confusion. Oh wow, that sound? That's not a voice from outside. It's the echo of what you were meant to be. It's calm. It's steady. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't compete. It simply is. And once you hear it, everything else begins to lose its grip. Purpose isn't a word. It's a weight, a responsibility. It's the moment you realize your life isn't random, that every struggle, every scar, every lonely night was shaping something inside you. Yeah, this isn't about revenge or pride. It's about direction. About standing where you are and deciding, right now, that you won't waste the breath you've been given. That's the moment things shift. The air changes, the silence turns heavy, not empty, but full of meaning. See, the world tried to convince you that purpose was something you had to chase. A title, a position, a look. But purpose isn't something you find out there. It's something you uncover in here. It's already written in your instincts, your conscience, your choices. But they buried it under opinions, distractions, and lies until you forgot what your own voice sounded like. Now, it's time to reclaim it. You want to know what purpose really is? It's discipline, when no one's watching. It's choosing right when wrong is easier. It's walking forward, even when it's heavy. It's forgiving without becoming weak. It's patience, that looks like silence but burns like fire underneath. It's the power to build when destruction is trending. That's real purpose, not noise, not applause, not fame, just truth in motion. Oh wow, that's rare now, isn't it? A person who moves with meaning, not for validation. A person who can stand still in a storm and still see clearly. That's what makes them fear you, not your strength, not your talent, but your peace. Because peace means control, and control means power. And power, real power, can't be owned by anyone else. But here's the catch. Purpose comes with trials. You'll be tested. Not once, not twice, but constantly. You'll face days when you doubt yourself again, when the world feels louder, when the old voices sneak back in. They'll try to remind you of who you were. Oh wow, the temptation to fall back will hit hard. But don't go back. Because you've already seen too much to pretend again. You've already learned what silence costs. You've already watched yourself rise from confusion into clarity. That's not something you throw away. That's something you protect. Yeah, it's not easy. But purpose was never meant to be easy. It was meant to be real. And real things take effort. They take patience. They take heart. The kind of heart that keeps beating through pain, through loss, through everything designed to break it, and still chooses to stand. Oh wow. Now they see it, don't they? The ones who fought over you. They see the difference. You're no longer the piece they can play with. You're the board they can't control. You don't react to their games. You expose them just by existing. You've become what they feared you'd be from the start. Awake, aware, and guided by truth. Yo, take a breath. Yeah, right now. You felt that, didn't you? Every word hit somewhere deep. Oh, it wasn't just noise, it was a wake-up call. Because this was never a story about them. It's always been about you. The one who watched till the end. The one who didn't scroll. The one who listened. Respect. You stayed. And that means you get it. You saw through the tricks, the noise, the fake smiles. You felt that pull inside you, that voice saying, it's time. Yeah. Nah, this isn't motivation. You forget in 5 minutes. This is that voice that stays in your head when the world gets loud again. This is the reminder that you are not their puppet anymore. You're not a background character in someone else's story. You're the main one, rewriting the whole script in real time. Oh wow, they'll hate that. They'll try to pull you back, laugh at your change, question your strength. But don't blink. Don't flinch. Keep walking. Because every step forward burns another lie they built around you. And hey, if you felt this, if something inside you shifted, then leave a comment right now. Tell me what hit hardest. Tell me what woke you up the most. Because this isn't just my message, it's our movement. You, me, everyone who's done being silent. We're done letting them fight over us. We're fighting back with truth, with clarity, with purpose. So here's your tribute, your moment. You didn't just watch this video, you lived it. You faced the mirror, and you didn't look away. That takes courage most people never find. And that's why they're still fighting over you.